In this demonstration, we're going to look at how to use release tracks in CA Continuous Delivery Director, or CDD. For this demonstration, I'll log in as Jim Preety, an administrator who owns the releases we will discuss. Creating a release track must be done by someone with the administrator role. You can use release tracks to bundle several releases into tracks to deliver all the bundled releases into production at the same time. This is a great feature to use when you are releasing an application along with a platform upgrade or multiple independent microservices. In this example, I have two applications that need to release at the same time: financial services and financial services, or FSATM. I'll create a release track to keep them synchronized together. First thing, I'll create a new track. Since these releases are related to the financial services application, I'll name the track accordingly. A track consists of a production time frame and one or more milestones that you want your releases to reach before the production time frame. So in this case, I'm going to set my production time frame, start and end time. Next, I'll create a milestone for the QA phase. With that set, I'll create the track. Now that I've created a track, I'll add releases to it. To add a release to a track, you must either be an administrator or the release owner. To find the release that I want, I'll just start typing the first letter, and it will filter the list to those that begin with that. In this case, I want financial services. And then I need to map the phases of the financial services release to the production time frame and the milestone. With that said, I'll just add the release. Now I'll add a second release. Now both releases have been added to the track. Neither is currently executing, nor have they reached the QA deadline. Now that you've set up the release track, you can monitor progress on the track page. If a release falls behind against milestones or the production date, you will receive notifications to alert you. After release phases begin executing, you can see the progress of the release on the track page. The yellow line shows the current date and time. The blue indicator for one release shows that it is running but has not yet completed the QA phase. The green tick on the other release shows that the QA phase is already complete. If I reach the milestone date without completing all the milestone tasks, red flags will appear on the track page. In this case, the QA phase of the financial services release was not completed before the milestone deadline, so it shows the red flag symbol. Note that this red flag does not force me to act. It is simply notifying me that I've missed the milestone date. Since the final milestone date has been reached, the production phases are now eligible to be approved. In this example, one of the releases is still not ready, so I will hold approval for now. You'll notice that the financial services release has now been completed through the QA deployment phase. And you'll also notice that the production deployment phase is marked to start on a schedule. Well, we've reached that scheduled date, but one of the features of release tracks is that the deployment team has to say that the releases are approved to be executed in that final phase. So what I need to do now is go back to the tracks and set the approvals for financial services and FSATM. You'll notice that the symbols here show that I can either approve all with one click, or I can approve them independently with the same symbol, but against that specific release. And what I'll do now is tell it that all of these are approved to continue in the production deployment. You'll notice that now the symbol has changed so that it shows that the production deployment is now pending, which means that if we had automated tasks, they would already be fired. But since the tasks that I have are manual tasks, they're waiting to be manually started. After all the tasks in the production phase are done, then the release track shows that release as completed. You can see here that the symbols now have again changed for the releases in the production time frame, so that we see the green tick mark symbol showing that they are both now completed. So in this way, not only can you link these releases together with a track, but you can also track their progress through this one page to see collectively how the task is going. To learn more about CA Continuous Delivery Director, connect with other users, and share your own expertise, visit the CA.com product page by clicking the link shown here.